Hello guys, welcome to another video. I'm Mai and today I'm very excited because we're gonna talk about the fashion behind the new Platinum Doll set of The Beauty and the Beast that was released by Shop Disney this year 2021. If you are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe, ring the bell and follow me on my social media to get notified when I upload a new video like this and other doll stuff. I hope you're ready, so now let's start. According to Wikipedia, Beauty and the Beast is a fairy tale written by a French novelist and was published in 1740. Its lengthy version was abridged, rewritten and published by Jean-Marie Le Prince de Beaumont in 1756 in the Children's Collection magazine. The version most commonly retold later was by Andrew Lang in the Blue Fairy book of his fairy book series in 1889. We also know that variants of the tale are known across Europe, and that's why I'll be comparing the looks of the set with costumes and references mainly from France, European artists, and fashion from that century. Walter Crane was considered to be one of the most influential children's book creators of his generation, and he actually made some illustrations about the Beauty and the Beast. In the first one I'll be showing you, we can see that the female character is wearing a salmon dress with puffy sleeves, pink-orange ribbons that you could also find in the bodice. There's also some lace coming out from the sleeves, and she's wearing open gloves with a pattern. Her hair is curly and basically tied up in a very similar hairstyle as well from the animated Disney movie. She's got a ribbon or headband there, earrings and two necklaces. One is actually bigger than the other and seems to be made of pearls. It's difficult to see her shoes, but I'm assuming they match with the ribbon's color. In the next illustration, we can see that Belle's dress is yellow. It has a different shape, probably inspired by the French fashion dresses from the 18th century. And it's got a flower pattern that matches the color of the bottom skirt. She was also wearing a red or orange hat with feathers. In this third illustration by Crane, we see that Belle is now wearing a blue dress, again with puffy sleeves, double ribbons, different types of lace. The bottom fabric has also a rhombus pattern, very royal by the way, and she's got a big cape with a flowery pattern in air colors. She's not wearing pearls this time, but some pink rose accessories, and her hair is very curly. I noticed the use of gloves again, and this type of shoe is very similar to the one that Emma Watson wore in the live-action movie. The Beast, on the other hand, is drawn wearing a bright red costume and boots, but here we can see that Belle's father also has that long jacket commonly used during the 17th. The concept art that was leaked before the release of the Platinum set has certain elements of the Rococo period as well as Crane's illustrations. This aesthetic includes curving lines, three-dimensional gown trimmings, silk ribbon flowers, and noticed silky fly fringe. But also, it was curious to see that the gown's colors were often variations of red, pink, yellow, cream, and also gold. I have to add that Belle's red gown in the Enchanted Christmas movie looks very accurate to this fashion period as well. However, when we inspect the original Disney concept art with all of this context in mind, it is easier to comprehend why the costumes were more complicated and had a lot of things going on. When I see this pink dress, I can't help but think about the first illustration I showed you about the Beauty and the Beast. The color looks almost the same as well as the hairdo, but on the next one, which is supposedly the one that was inspired, by the Platinum set from this year 2021, you can see that it reminds us about that last illustration by Crane, as well as a mix of the Rococo French fashion. I feel like probably as the first Platinum set already had a yellow or golden color, it was better to use the blue instead of the pink as the second main color for Belle. We can see that the sleeves this time are very puffy, but not exactly in the same style as the French gowns that we already talked about. They actually look more like in the style of Ariel or even Snow White. However, they have nice embroidery and lace there. The bodice is definitely inspired by Crane's illustrations, and it is also using cream and pink colors. They included the big rhinestones, but I believe that is more because it's a thing they do for all limited edition dolls. The bottom has a cream underskirt with rose patterns on the fabric and also a very similar style to the yellow gown with the strips of fabric and roses on top. This time the roses are pink to match the ribbons, and I actually enjoy that very much because it reminds me about the accessories that were worn during that time. As you remember, she's got again that pink accent in the ribbons from her shoes, and I like the hairstyle and the pearl necklace, earrings, and all that part really looks like the first illustrations about the fairy tale. Even the shape of the lips seems to match them perfectly. Talking about the Beast, I feel it actually wears something like this in the movie, so in that sense it looks accurate to the character. But also when it comes to the long jacket, that also seems to match the fashion of the period, because if you remember, the rumble pattern was also on Crane's illustration, but on the bottom of the blue dress that Belle was wearing. The red of the sleeves looks very similar to the original Beast costume. But again, the outfit makes sense because we saw the Beast wearing blue pants almost all the time during the movie, and the golden vest was there as well. So, in conclusion, after doing this research, I think I can appreciate the job that was done when designing this platinum set. Makes more sense to see where the ideas were coming from, because at first I didn't know why the ribbons had to be in the design. I felt it was just too much, too crazy to be honest, compared to the original design that we all knew and loved. But now we can realize that in the end they simplified everything in the movie for animation purposes, and you know, the designers just probably wanted to bring something back from the fashion period with the work behind the scenes that we just, at least myself, wasn't aware that actually existed. So guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you want me to talk about another specific doll or set, don't forget to tell me in the comments below. Thanks for liking, sharing and subscribing. I'll see you in another video soon. Bye bye!